Hi, it's Jerome Fryer of Dynamic Disc Designs. This is a product use information video for the professional LxH model that you have purchased. So this model over the years has gone over several revisions, and you have the latest. What is new associated with this model is in particular, it's the intervertebral disc that has been remodeled to demonstrate a full circumferential disc bulge extending beyond the vertebral borders around the full periphery of the vertebra. This also has a superimposed protrusion on the left and the classic full extrusion on the right. So you can see here under flexion load, the nucleus will actually extrude. So one of the things I wanted to kind of inform you about is that keep the model in realistic positions. So for example, you will find that under compression, the nucleus extrudes. You should think about extruding the nucleus approximately 5 to 7 millimeters and then allow it to retract in. If you bend it too much into flexion, you'll see that it takes more force to get the nucleus out. So these facets should not ride any further than this. Otherwise, we're getting into a dislocation state. But most importantly, the posterior annulus will have tensile limits and could lift off in those rare cases. So keep the facets approximated and extrude the nucleus appropriately. Okay, the nucleus is sticky, so you'll have patients wanting to try and touch it. So it can pick up dirt and then over time it can tease away. Not a big deal if you see a little nuclear material remaining outside the annulus. You can take a pair of small scissors and just clip it cleanly, and there's lots of nuclear material in here, so you shouldn't have any problems with it diminishing over time. There is a new cauda equina, and if you purchase the optional details of the rootlets, you can see they're all to scale and size. There are DRGs to scale and size, and there are neurodynamics, so you can show changes in flexion, extension, straight leg raise, what have you, that will help you explain to patients and even help you clinically start to identify pathoanatomical sites that may be a pain generator for your patients. So looking down, we have a radial fissure, a full radial fissure. We have innervation, neo-innervation into the inner 2/3. We've got a partial radial fissure here. There's circumferential fissure, end plate pores, and there is an end plate. The red in the distance is the end plate fracture. Also, there are nuclear particles within the nucleus, so you can see how the dynamics of the nucleus moves. So also, we've got on this newer model, there's hyaline cartilage on top of this red subchondral vascularization, and the facet, most inferior facet, you'll find it either in the left or the right. You'll see a little fibrillation, so you can talk about those early mechanisms of osteoarthritis with your patients. So I hope that was helpful and useful. And again, thank you very much for being a customer of Dynamic Disc Designs.